Many people tend to confuse leadership and authority, and sometimes they use the terms leadership and authority interchangeably. In this lesson, we take a look at the two concepts, show you the difference between them, and make you understand how this can help you play your part in the exercise of leadership. To start us off, it is important to understand that leadership is an activity and not a position or a role. There are no leadership positions, there are positions of authority. Authority is power entrusted for service. There are different kinds of authority. For example, there is the traditional authority, which is the kind of authority that is tied to a tradition or a custom, like the monarchs. Those are traditional authorities. Then there's also the kind of authority called charismatic authority that rests on the devotion to the exceptional sanctity, heroism, or exemplary character of an individual person. Thirdly, there is the relational or legal authority, whose legitimacy comes from legal order or laws that have been enacted. With authority, every role in any organization, community, or family carries distinctive expectations. You are expected to provide a direction, or protection, or create norms and order. So let's look at what each of these expectations mean in the exercise of leadership. Direction. As a person in position of authority, you are charged with having that sense of direction as to provide where the team is headed to, what is the vision. Protection. If you do what you tell us to do, will you be all right? So you're expected to provide that protection on behalf of your people. Will you protect us from that external threat, for example? Then there's the norm setting. What are some of the values that will ground our activities? What are some of the values that will help us through trying times as we navigate through the exercise of leadership? Then order. How is the group able to get along? What is my role as the person in positions of authority? Will you resolve conflict? Will you keep calm? Will you push people to boundaries? Would you raise the holding environment to make work be done? All these are functions and expectations of an authority figure. We then can take a moment to look at leadership. Leadership is a behavior or an activity, not a position or a role. With this in mind, one can lead with authority or without authority. Leadership is about mobilizing people and organizations to address their most difficult issues. Leadership is about pushing against the resistance with both courage and skill to minimize the chances of being taken out of the game. The foothold of leadership is the ability to hold on to one sense of purpose and to connect others to that purpose. Purpose makes leadership meaningful. We need to stay grounded in the purpose that holds us steady through ups and downs of doing the adaptive work. Connecting others to purpose is essential in order to generate the energy, passion, and commitment required to face, diagnose, and address the tough adaptive problems. People have different views on the differences between leadership and authority. But if there's any one fundamental aspect they agree or there's convergence, is that exercising leadership will connect people to purpose. The main difference between authority and leadership is that authority figure is expected to provide direction, protect the group from the challenges, avoid or reduce conflict, and maintain norms. On the other hand, exercising leadership will raise difficult questions, confront challenges, surface or sustain conflicts within productive bounds, and challenge the norms. To exercise leadership, one has to help people navigate through periods of discomfort and disturbances as they seek through what is essential and expandable during the process of testing the solution. The adaptive leadership post aims at inspiring leaders to influence policy and bring impactful change across Africa and the world. Thank you for listening. Join us on our next session. Thank you very much.